Stop it! I'm not into it, dude.
Okay.
What's up, Cheddar Pot Nation? Welcome to Cheddar Pot Podcast. Your number one source for ethical Minnesota sports takes. I'm your host, Zach. They're going to call me Cheese. My name is Zach, though. I'm joined by my co-hosts in Comfy Cozy World, Clay and Cole. How's it going, boys?
I'm cozy as fuck right now, dude.
You look
We're
cozy.
very good. Yeah, he is. He's very cozy.
He won't get under the blankie with me,
I
dude.
don't want to get.
It kinda
I'm
looks
warm
like a
right now.
It kind of looks like a slanket right now. You guys know what a slanket is?
What is a
Snuggie?
slanket?
It's like a Snuggie, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like a
throwback to
sweater
Snuggies.
blanket. Yeah.
Do you guys remember seeing those commercials on television when we were kids?
The Snuggie?
I've
every-
never seen him, and I don't know
Yeah, and
anyone who has.
every time we watched those commercials, I remember thinking these people look like idiots. It looks so weird.
But people
But-
were buying that shit. They were really
Yeah,
buying
and
that
I'm
shit.
sure they were comfortable as fuck. And you know what?
Maybe clipping a little bit.
In most cases, you're sitting at home by yourself. Like, who
Hell
cares
yeah.
anyways?
Yeah, no one's supposed to see you. I do
Why are
remember in
you
the ads,
judging
though,
them?
like people being at sports games wearing the Snuggie. That seems like a bold choice.
Yeah, that one's
Yeah.
that's a move for sure.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
a
know if
choice
I
that
would
was
do
made.
that. Yeah. Also, this is so not
So-
related to sports, but one of my favorite lines in 30 Rock involves a slanket, and it's one of the characters says to Liz Lemon, she's like, "Don't you have a slanket to be filling with your farts?"
Lemon, isn't there a slanket somewhere you should be filling with your farts?
Because what else are you gonna do with a slanket? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Don't you have a slanket you should be filling with your farts? Okay. Anyways,
I'm
welcome
feeling this
back.
blankie,
It's
bro.
been
I'll tell you
it's
that.
been quite some time since the last time we did a podcast for y'all. The Timberwolves were not yet eliminated in the Western Conference Finals.
Depression.
It was a good time. Yeah, we still had faith in a championship coming to Minnesota. We certainly don't have that now, though, and that's fine. Maybe in I don't know, like 8 months for football or so, but.
Yeah.
So the
Hopefully,
Timberwolves
right?
obviously had a tough ending. It is now August. Obviously, NBA is ramping up. NHL's ramping up. They're getting ready to start. But most importantly,
We're almost
football is
there.
about to start. Yeah. But there's something that's been started and been going for a while, and we're gonna have to talk about it, fellas. Yeah. That's
There's
the
some
Minnesota
things to talk
Twins.
about.
Yeah, that's the Minnesota Twins. That's how we're gonna spend today's episode mostly. I'm sure anyone who's listening to this who's a big Twins fan or even just a moderate Twins fan understands that this season has been kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Underwhelming. Doo-doo. I think we definitely came into the season
Poo-poo.
with high hopes, a pretty stacked roster, great pitching, great coaching staff, a lot of good things to be excited about, and it just did not really pan out. I've been watching as many games as I can, and it's undeniable how much of a struggle it has been. So it's kind of not surprising to see the way things have been going, especially with the trade deadline and just not being able to win games. Surprisingly, though, since the trade deadline, we have been okay. Shout out Luke Kershaw. Shout out to Cody Clemens. And shout out to Royce Lewis staying healthy. But yeah,
Pookie.
I just want to hear from you guys. Obviously, I know you can't catch every game. I'm lucky enough where I work from home and I just throw the games on when they're on during the day. But how are you all feeling about the state of Twins territory right now?
Before I get into that, I do have one question for you. Were
Yeah.
you affected by the wildfires that were going on down there as well, or was it just us?
Yeah, we
Or
got
just all
some
the smoke in the air?
Yeah, we got a ton of bad air quality.
Yeah.
But that was it.
So-
yeah.
Apparently that's not from Canada. That was from the goddamn fire sale that the Twins had. So that's a bit of a bummer.
I saw that one coming, but I still was caught off guard.
Dude,
National
I didn't
disasters
s-
are nothing to joke about.
I know it's true.
How dare you?
It's true.
That was
I
pretty
mean,
good. That was pretty good, though.
That
I'll
was
give you
good. Yeah,
Yeah, thank you.
I'll give you the flowers for that. That was pretty solid.
Yeah, my buddy Cody said that, so shout out Cody. I'll give
Shout
him
out
his
Cody.
flowers.
We did have a
and
fire
shout
sale,
out Cody
though.
Clemens.
Shout out Cody Clemens.
Dude, I don't know, man. I really don't know what to say about it just because it's like I didn't expect to get rid of the like half the roster. It's kind of it was weird, and what I was worried about
pretty grim.
if I'm just talking about current day right now, when we started winning games, and it was like, oh shit, next man up. This is kind of fun. These are scrappy guys. You know, we got Luke Keeschel, who's just like rookie year Royce Lewis, looking amazing. I was a
no
little
wrong.
worried that they would get to the point where they're like all hyped up. The team's all of a sudden, you know, they go from everybody's gone. They don't know half the locker room anymore. It's kind of depressing. They're winning games. Oh my gosh, this is really fun. I was worried they'd kind of come back down to reality. I don't know if that's currently happening right now. I'm worried that it is. But teams, honestly, still kind of scrappy. So
Yeah, I mean, we
I
did
don't
lose
know
to the
where I'm
Tigers
sitting
last
with
night
this.
7-0, but other than that,
Yeah.
like, we've been pretty competitive for the most part. So you're not
Absolutely.
totally wrong. I don't think they've come back to earth quite yet, but all signs are pointing to that. Yeah.
I just don't know what to say about the current state, man. It's really weird. We're in a weird spot.
Well, let me ask you
and
this.
then all of a sudden, the frickin' pole lads they're back. Like
Yeah,
they
they're not
shopped the
selling
team
the
for 2
team.
minutes.
That was also what was very confusing about that fire sale, because you assume, like, all right, we're making this team a little bit cheaper to buy. The pull ads really want to sell it. And then they don't. So don't really understand that. But I'll ask you this question instead of, like, what your feelings are on the state of Twins territory right now. How are your feelings now compared to before the season started? Like, what are those feelings? Because I'm a little sad. I would have loved to have a more competitive team, someone who was like shooting for the playoffs. That's not really happening. So I'm bummed, but I'm still watching. Cole, I want you to answer this before Clay does, though. How are you feeling right now in comparison to April?
Yeah.
There you
Well,
go.
thank you for asking, Cheese,
Yeah.
because I think my feedback is of much higher quality and weight than Clay's.
true.
So
I'm
it's good that
always
you
saying
pointed that
that.
out. He's always saying that, especially when you're not around. But
This
Usually
has
when
been
you're-
famously.
no, yeah, it's a good question, Cheese. It's actually, so full transparency, I have not caught as many games as probably either one of you. I look at the scores. I like to watch the recaps every now and then, but call it what you will. If you want to call me a fair weathered fan, specifically the Twins, because I think of the major four, baseball is the one I'm probably least passionate about. So when they're not doing well, they're the team that I'm least interested in.
Yeah.
But from what I have caught in the games that I've gone to in person, it's just been like, compared to the start, I had high hopes at the start because I know that we had a decent run last year. Well, decent, but we had tools.
Up until the
And Pookie Bear was hurt for a minute, and we brought in some really great talent. I was really excited to see some of those guys play.
Me too. Harrison Bader
And
France. Yeah.
yeah, big time. And it's a bummer to see, for me, two of my favorite players that I liked watching this year was Bader and France, and we sold them. And so I'm sitting here and I'm just like, it's one of those things. Here's the best way I can describe it as someone who's like a big Wild fan is when Kaprizov got hurt and I'm watching the Wild, I'm like, it's still the Wild, but as I'm watching it, I'm like, it feels like the ghost of a team that I really liked.
Yeah.
That's kind of how the team feels
mere
right now.
shell.
Like when when in the few games that I've caught or the few recaps I've seen, I'm like, I don't really know that much about some of these guys, and it just seems different, and it just feels a little hollow. However, it is exciting when a team does still compete to a level like they have been doing, and showing up more than people probably expected after the fire sale. A fire sale like that, people would not be surprised if, hang up the skates, try it next year. So, long answer short, compared to the good one.
Hold on.
Compared to the beginning of the season.
I have to ask a question real quick. Hey, Chef, do you have any thoughts on this?
Was Chef meowing?
He's
That's probably why.
literally in the perfect frame where my camera is. You can see him right here. He's
Oh,
just
that's
chilling.
awesome.
You guys can't see
We
him
can't-
on the webcam.
yeah,
he's
but-
right here.
yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
Chef's
interrupt
like-
you. It's just
No,
I don't know
you're
how
good.
long-
He's a
yeah, he
good
just
kitty.
left. Yeah, I didn't know how long I was gonna be able to do that. So
No, all good.
I think
yeah,
you made
no,
some
a
good
lot-
points there with like the whole shell of a team. It's like you're watching them, but you have like no hope.
Well, and kind of what you noted at too, Cheese. It's like we're kind of in this purgatory where it's like we're not out of the playoff opportunity,
Not quite
but
yet, yeah.
is the likelihood of us making the playoffs is extremely low, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so you're watching the team and like that's where you kind of have to change your frame of mind, and it's like I'm gonna enjoy each game, and I'm gonna root for them to win each game. And if they string together some wins and somehow make an amazing thing happen, that's awesome. Otherwise, it's like just enjoy each game.
Yeah.
So I mean, we got a wonderful stadium. I live very close to it, so I will still be going to some. I'll be boots on the ground for a handful more games this year, probably.
Yeah.
But
With cheaper tickets, probably.
And I guess it's kind of interesting too, right? This is what's been fun about us doing this podcast as a group is all of us kind of have our Minnesota sports team that is like our favorite or like the one that we like follow the most or watch the most or know the most about. And so I think it's always interesting to get like our mixed opinions because I don't know or follow the Twins as much as you two do. Yeah. But I can kind of give you the shelved fan, like I watch them when they're on, or I go to a game every now and then, and that kind of perspective. And it's just been a bummer, but they're the Twins. I'm kind of used to that.
They're the Twins. Yeah, that's actually a really good way to cap it. They're the Twins.
They're the Twins. Yeah.
I do have 2 things I want to say quick, if it's okay.
Please do.
You're allowed.
Piss and shit. No, I think.
Wait, what ends are those coming out of cheese?
All of them.
Both
Almost
ends.
spit my water
Got a
out.
lot of ends.
Both ends.
But there's a lot of ends on. Okay, I think.
There's a lot of.
Okay.
Everyone transgender.
You were talking about, like cheaper tickets going to the games. So I've been like dying to go to one this year. I haven't made it out. I don't think I'm going to spend a dime on a ticket, man. I don't want to give the poll heads after them coming back and saying, yeah, fuck it, we're going to keep it. I don't want to.
Yeah, I was thinking
I'm
about
not
that
the
too,
type to go and boycott and shit, but it's like, dude, for owners who treat it like a fucking amusement park, they don't put money into the team. They don't care about the product on the field. All they care about is the experience the people have when they come to the stadium. It bugs the shit out of me. They treat it like it's Valley Fair or like Six Flags.
Yeah.
It's annoying as hell. So
Valley Fair, shout out Minnesotans.
Yes. But
I mean, it is. I'm not to dilute the value of what you just said. It is a business at the end of the day. Like,
True.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some passion to like win and get a World Series.
But they're not very good at doing business.
Yeah, but like at the end of the day, I mean, people who make a lot of money tend to think a lot and often about money, right? So like they're probably like, yeah, let's continue to just try and make money. Here's interesting. Sorry not to cut you off, but I just saw
so hard.
I just saw a chart. I don't know where I saw it, but I saw it, and it was how much each team spent on their annual budget, whether that's like team atmosphere, like the actual player salary, operations, whatever. And then how much like they made. And of course you got the Yankees, they're up there spending a lot of dollars, but they're also such a large franchise
Dodgies.
I saw the Dodgers had a lot of dollars spent, but also a lot of dollars earned.
Okay, yeah.
And then the Mets were up there too. The Mets were like number 2. I think they were number 2 behind.
They just gave Juan Soto like $500,000 or $500 million.
When you don't have a salary cap, you gotta spend as much money as you can to put a good product on the field that people want to come see. But they're not doing that. They're just building the stadium, trying to make it all.
We could talk for hours about the pros and cons of having a salary cap and not having a salary cap, right? But what stood out to me is I'm looking at the chart, and for the most part, most of these teams had a 100% increase on their margins. So they spent $360 million. They had earned $720 million, right? And whatever their margins were. But what was shocking to me is the Twins were so classic Minnesota, so mediocre of the pack. We weren't the lowest spending team, but we certainly weren't the highest. And to your guys' whole point, it's like, I'm like, okay, like, yeah, you got to be careful about how much, but like clearly it also works for a lot of teams. Like, it's not just the blockbuster teams like the Yankees that spend a lot of money and get a lot of money because they're well known. There were teams on there that surprised me. I'm like, holy crap. I'm like, they're spending $700 million, but they're getting 1.4 back, or 1.4 billion. And I'm like, what in the world? So, I mean, I don't know. It was just kind of discouraging because I'm sitting there going like, okay, like, what is our team doing then? Like,
I can't
why aren't
believe
we?
the poll ads would pay Correa that much money. Like that. that blows my mind. So they're sitting there probably happy as fuck, like, let's keep the team because now we barely have to spend any money on these players. Like, oh, dude, we're gonna make so much. It's like, fuck you guys. So I don't know, trash ass family. They don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, they are kind of terrible people.
Yes. So to answer your question from earlier, how are you feeling at the beginning of the season versus now? I mean, if I was sitting there right before the season, I'm still like on that little thing where, oh damn, like why won't they spend money on players? Sonny Gray from 2 years ago, I'm still pissed that they didn't
he was
re-sign
great.
him. Like, why don't we want to spend money on these players?
Because we got Joe Ryan.
Yeah, and then I thought,
don't
okay,
need
you know what,
Sonny Gray.
it'll be fine. We'll be just fine. And now I'm sitting here like, okay, I don't care as much about not signing that one player from 2 years ago. We don't have anyone anymore, so
We still have Byron.
I really don't know how to
Byron
feel.
Buxton.
And we're 8
He's
games
amazing.
back, by the way, to answer
So,
that question.
Beans,
So-
Rice, Jesus Christ,
Cheese
and
and
Byron.
Clay, let me ask you a question as someone that is not as in touch with
Touch.
with baseball and specifically the strategy behind building a successful team. So in a situation like we're in where we just sold a lot of the big ticket players for many different reasons, right? You brought up a really good point. One reason could have been to lower the actual sale value so it's easier to sell, right? Whatever.
Value.
But
That's what
how do
everyone's
we
thought? Yeah.
Yeah. How do we go about next year or over the coming years rebuilding the team or building the team for success? And like, to our whole point that we've all mentioned at this point, there's a huge limitation on how much you're willing to spend. If they're not going to spend any money, then then the answer is there's no really good way to build any quality team if you're not going to do that. But let's say the Pollards, let's say they turn a new leaf. This is so hypothetical, so unlikely. But like they bring in other partnerships, whatever, they find more revenue, more dollars. We can buy good players. What do you do? Is it just purchasing free agents? Is it prospects? That's what's so interesting to me because hockey for sure is like big time prospect pool. It's so important to have a deep prospect pool because with the salary cap and also with the availability of high quality players, it's not often that you actually have a high quality player on the market, at least in hockey, right? Mm-hmm. I know football's a little different. There are typically good, free agents, but what's baseball like for that?
I mean, it is definitely very prospect driven. Obviously, a big reason we were dealing out these contracts, these contracted guys, was because they were going to be free agents. And the way the Twins were looking at it, we're like, if we're not in a place where we think we can win, we might as well get something out of this. So, a lot of the stuff we did, like trading Duran, Bader, all these guys, Willie Castro, we're getting prospects back. So that's exciting. The Twins have always had a pretty solid farm system, what you can see with guys like Brooks Lee, Royce Lewis, right now, Luke Kershaw. We've got a lot of really good dudes waiting in the rafters, too. Like, we have Emmanuel Rodriguez coming up, Walker Jenkins. Like, there's a ton of really good talent that we have in AAA and AA right now. But that's a big part of, like, every baseball team is, you get talent, you develop them. Especially with the minors, it's very easy to, like, have someone get waived, and then you can pick them up, and you can get a prospect pretty easily. But to get like the best ones, you kind of have to do what we did. So that's one way, and it's obviously working out decently well. Matt Wallner also, Jeffers, like a lot of homegrown talent has been a big part of like our roster now. But with that comes signing kind of, I guess, short-term guys like a Harrison Bader. Like, we signed him for 1 year, right?
Yeah.
Ty France, we signed him for 1
I'm
year.
so sad about that.
I know. I miss Bader
Chad.
Tots big time.
He was great, man. His slides and every time the hat would come off and the flow would come out, so
Sexy,
great.
super, the aura, the Bruce
Yeah,
Bowl.
I will, dude.
He's just a
Bruce
cool
Bolt
guy.
hands.
This team's really good at prospecting, though. Like, on your point, we seem to have some pretty damn good young guys at all times.
Doesn't that make it that much more frustrating, though? Because if you have good scouts and good prospecting, that would lead you to believe that you have a system that can create success. Because one of the best ways to develop strong teams or to rather get high-quality players is on, like, a dime like that, because you're getting them into the system before they cost, hundreds of millions of dollars or whatever, right? And in most cases, though, when a player gets that good, like they won't be for sale. People won't be willing to sell them if they're a good, on a good contract or a good price for the talent you get.
Yeah. Well, so baseball is such a fickle sport. It's like every sport you see like stuff like this will happen because every team comes into the season hoping for the best, and when things don't go the way you want, like injuries happen. Something to think about too. Obviously, we don't want to look in the past, but when Luke Kershaw got hurt, he was playing so well. Can you imagine? And now that he's back in the way he's playing, can you imagine if he had not gotten hurt? Right, that frees us up in a lot more spots. Yeah, it's just another solid person to have on the roster. Just less things to worry about because we do have guys that aren't super ready for the major league level, like Eddie Julian. Love the man. I think he's a solid player, but he's not quite at the level of like someone like Luke Kershaw. So when he goes down and a guy like Eddie and Julian comes up, it's a significant downgrade for you offensively, defensively. Not to say Eddie's not valuable in some ways. Like he hit a bomb off Tarek Skubal the other day, first lefty to do that this
Only
season.
lefty.
First lefty to do it. So it's not to say like we have guys that can't help us win, but it's just the way baseball goes. The better team wins.
Sure.
And when that happens, you got to sometimes hit the restart button. But you can see, like, obviously we got rid of a lot of guys, and it was tough. Specifically the bullpen, gone. Louis Varland, gone. Griffin Jack's gone. Duran, gone. Brock Stewart, gone. Just like all my boys. And, you just got to hope that making those moves will set up for next season to maybe have a better position, Who knows who we can get in free agency next year? Who knows how the talent develops,
Yeah,
just
right.
gotta kind of wait and see. But I will say, losing Carlos Correa kind of, was a bummer, but he is kind of past his prime, and it's giving Brooks Lee an opportunity to play shortstop, which is his natural position. So that's huge for him developing as a major league player. So
I don't know. Nothing matters.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but
We'll never be good
when
again.
there were games I wasn't watching, I feel like one of the most common messages I would see in our group chat with us three, right, our podcast group chat,
don't say
was
Griffin
like,
Jax.
no, was
Okay.
Correa like dropping the ball, like his at bats were terrible.
Yeah, he was pretty bad
Oh, sure,
offensively
that's
this
so
year. I mean,
Probably shouldn't
he
say
had a tough start to the year because it just like he had just really bad luck. That's
So
kind of how
funny.
I feel like we got to where we are. Is just having a ton of bad luck because the exit velo that Carlos was hitting, like the way he was hitting balls, it was great. Everything was great. He just happened to kind of hit it straight to the infielder or the outfielder a lot of the times, and that's just the game of baseball. But it's just a lot of bad luck, I think, that we had towards the beginning of the year, and it just kind of
Oh, definitely.
yeah, just killed the vibe. But yeah, Correa would often step up in a big spot and then not do anything,
And-
which
and
is kind
just
of
not
what you
make
have him
stuff
for,
happen.
I
Right,
can't believe
right,
he's
right.
back with the
Where-
Astros.
I was gonna say, where did he
Playing
go? He
third
went to the
base.
Astros.
Yeah, he went
Okay.
back to the Astros, and now he's playing third, which he refused to play third for us.
Was he
Just got
playing for the
fucked up.
Astros when there was a whole trash banger
No, and he
Yeah,
scandal?
no,
said,
he's-
he
he's a
said
big
that
part of
we
that.
wouldn't let him play third.
Yeah, something like that.
Wait,
But,
he
yeah,
was a big part of
the
that
cheaters.
scandal?
Yeah, he was part of the cheaters
Interesting.
teams. He's still, I
Wow.
mean, till this day, he still gets yelled at when he goes up. Like, you could hear it when watching Twins games at away stadiums. You could hear people yell, cheater, and shit like that. So,
Yeah,
not a great
I mean,
look, but
well,
he was our cheater.
I mean,
you
are,
know?
wasn't
are,
stoked
are
when
you
he
are you
first
guys
got him.
sad that he's gone then? I mean that
a little.
Not really.
I mean,
I don't know. I mean,
really,
he was.
I don't have any.
He had star power, and that's about it.
Look,
I mean, he
I
had
don't-
some good
Okay,
moments.
hold on. All right, let me have the floor here. For Carlos Correa, I hear what you're saying. He has star power, but he also has
Why?
an insane veteran presence. Always the guy in the clubhouse that people are going to with questions and advice and stuff. So he had more to offer.
Oh,
than
he's a
just-
leader too.
Yeah,
A
I mean,
leader,
he's a
yeah.
good dude, and he's a great baseball player. Just kind of not. He didn't live up to the hype that we were hoping for when we signed him, and that's.
Yeah.
But you can't say his defense.
Nope.
I loved watching him play shortstop. I loved watching him just make the sickest plays all the time. But when the bat's not doing the bat thing and only the glove's doing the glove thing, you can't get paid what you get paid. You can't get paid
Yeah.
what that guy gets paid. So it's
You know
for
what
the
was-
best that he's gone. It's for the best.
What was really telling for me is
Thank you,
if
Correa.
you were to say, "Hey
Thank you,
Cole,
C4.
tell me one like magical moment that you remember of Correa." I don't have one, but I also don't. Well, no,
Walk
listen.
off third deck.
I don't watch baseball as much as you guys do. I know that
Playoffs
there
2 years
were
ago.
moments, but I don't think I had caught that. And were we podcasting 2 years ago? I don't even
Nah.
think we were potting too. So I was not watching them very much then.
That's
so.
fair.
Um,
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, you have a point.
Yeah.
Like the last year, it's been pretty quiet from him. So
Whereas like Buxton, like it felt like every other game it was like Big Bucko, like this huge
Big what?
Buck truck.
Big Bucko. Want me
Yes.
to do it again?
Yes, one more time.
Big Bucko.
Cole, can we get a schla?
All-star this year.
Not on the podcast.
Fantastic. Yeah, so
But
I mean,
yeah,
that's
no,
something
yeah.
else to think about, right? We kept Joe Ryan, we kept Byron Buxton. You know, we kept the core pieces that we're trying to build around. So that's big.
Right.
That's big.
Well, and Joe Ryan's so likable. Have I told you guys my Joe Ryan story?
No, you want to tell it really quick?
No, I won't do that to everyone for
Cole
the 900th
was
time.
With
But
his girlfriend.
no. It is
Trying to cover up a murder,
it's-
and then Joe Ryan walked up.
It's good that we kept. the
Let me
people
help
we
you
did,
hide that, he said.
And I'm really, really glad that we kept Buxton. I want him to retire as a Twin.
Oh, he's not going
He
anywhere.
wants to retire as a Twin. He
Ever.
literally, he's
I
like,
know.
don't
I
wanna-
love.
Yeah.
I have a
I love
no-trade
the guy
clause,
so
like, I'm not
much.
leaving.
He's
Yeah,
so
he said
great. He's got such great
Before
energy.
the fire sale, I'm not going anywhere. And then after the fire sale, he said, I told you, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was
Well,
a
and
bunch of offers for him, and he's like, no, I'm not leaving.
No, hell no.
Of course, the guy wants to compete
Hell
and,
no.
and win, but you know, there's so much love, and I have to imagine too, as an athlete, like there's so many things you weigh when you get the opportunity to play in, you know, like in the professional leagues, like the highest level, right? You're like, okay, where can I make a good amount of money? Because obviously, making as much money as you can is probably something that is desirable. Two is like, where can I win? What's a team or a culture that I can like that will succeed in like the coaching and the staff and the team? It looks like they're poised to like win at, you know, the cup or the championship or whatever. And then I would imagine another element is like just like the actual like warm or cold, right? Like like climate, culture of the actual state you're in. But then another thing is like, can I be a star there? Like Buxton is obviously wherever he would go, he would be a talented player. But like he is the bona fide in my mind. Like he is the Twins guy.
Yeah.
And if he goes to
Face of
another
the
team
franchise.
with a lot of names, like, you know, it's got to be really fun being like the face of the franchise or
Yeah.
being like the big name. And if you go to another team, that's not always guaranteed, right?
Sure.
So
You said it, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I totally hear what you're saying.
I don't know. Are those good points or
No,
was that
they are.
stupid?
I think-
Jeez.
No, it was
Yeah.
good. I just
Well,
wanted
I-
to show you my little like setup.
I think that it's a good example of a team that right now is kind of on a similar vibe, where they sort of weren't winning for a while and kind of sold pieces, and now they're the best team in baseball. I'm talking, of course, about the Milwaukee Brewers, who
Yeah.
are led by a similar type of player in Christian Yelich, who he won an MVP. He's been multi-time All-Star. Kind of at the point too now where it's like, is he going to still be the guy or is he falling off? Like, I know we had that with Byron where like we weren't sure if he was going to continue to be the phenom. Obviously he is, given this year and staying healthy. But you look at the Brewers, like they don't really have any big names outside of Yelich. They're winning ball games like left and right.
They're just cohesive as hell,
And
man.
it's because they've got a good farm system. It's because they, you know, the coaching staff and the free agents they did pick up, very helpful. Like they got William
Barry Bonds.
Bonds. No,
Torrey
they got,
Hunter.
William Contreras'
Ripley
little brother.
Jr.
Yeah, I forget his
Bo
name. But
Jackson.
the catcher for the Brewers. I'm gonna talk to the cameras. So you guys aren't listening
Joe
to me.
Mauer.
But the catcher
We're listening. You're good.
for
You're-
the Brewers, who came from Atlanta, like not a huge pickup because he wasn't like crazy good or anything. Like great catcher, but he's thriving right now. There, he's he's their 3-hitter. He's insanely good. And you know, Yelich stayed. He loved it there, and now he's part of the best team in baseball that has a real chance to win. So that can
Good for
happen
them.
for
That's
Byron
actually
Buxton
exciting.
too within in a couple
Yeah.
years. Who knows? So I love that he's sticking around and he's our guy. And whether it's because he wants to be the face of the franchise or not. I think Minnesota means a lot to him, and I think he'd like to be
for
here.
sure.
Yeah, because he's been
This
on
is
some
his
good
home,
teams.
man.
Yeah, he's been
He
on.
said that.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
on Bomba Soda. Like he got so much love from Minnesota, still does. Why would you want to go
I
anywhere
love
else?
that.
So
I love
Yeah.
that man.
we
Well,
love
that-
when
and that-
guys want to say Minnesota.
Yeah, and that was my whole point in taking the time to list all the different because that is ultimately at the end of the day, people can be like, why are they there or why aren't they there? And it's like there's so many reasons. It can be the money, it can be the place they're living, it can be the chemistry, it can be the fans, it can be the culture, everything. But there's so many different reasons. But I'm glad he's staying. I'm glad that he's going to be here because he's fun to watch, man. He's just he's a good player.
Agreed. Yeah, I mean, game-changing speed, great hitter, one of the best fielders in the league. Like everything you want in one baseball player, and he's a good dude. And he loves Minnesota. What more can you ask for?
He loves his wife.
Absolutely nothing.
He loves his kids. He loves
I love
me.
my wife.
He loves his.
Also, I need to interject because I don't think Clay was listening, but we were talking about this earlier, Cole. 20 questions needs to be played at the end of this episode.
Oh, yeah.
And I think
Should we do it?
I think it's Clay's turn.
No. I had the last
is.
one. I had the one outside. I remember now. The last one we did was outside.
So then it's a
and I
cheese.
had
It's
it.
cheese.
It
Yeah,
was
it's
very
cheese.
good. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's
I
cheese.
just-
Because
I
I've
wanted to
done
make-
one. Have you done one?
Yes.
And you've
and
done
then
one.
We've done
Cole, right?
3 now.
Okay, so it is
We
me.
made the full
done one.
circle. So you're
This
back
is-
to
yeah.
Cheebs.
So I will
Cheats.
think of something for the end of the episode. I just wanted to make sure we were.
Before.
Yeah.
on the same
Okay.
page.
Well, I'm down to do it.
Oh, we're gonna
Is
do
there
it.
Anything else we want to talk about on Twins?
I mean, if we could stall for another minute or two while I think of things, that would be great.
Well, I'm gonna say if you're down to move on, I just kind of want to talk Vikings just
Well, how about that?
I'm-
Okay, well,
I'm
hold on.
happy to do that.
just a little bit. Just
Yeah, let
Cheese,
me-
why don't you you think of stuff and then let's high level
Let's
the
just
Vikes,
sit in silence
the
for, like, 3
Wild
minutes.
and the Tims.
Here, let's do this real quick.
And the
Closing
what?
thoughts on the,
The
Twins.
Tims?
Oh.
Closing thoughts on the Twins. I'll start, and then I'll think while you guys go, we'll go Vikings. You guys like
All right,
that, fan base? You listening still? Hello?
Yep.
Hi.
Steve said he wasn't a fan
Talking-
of that.
talking
Cheese,
to
so
the
he's
Who's
yeah.
Steve?
No, Steve said he did. He's one of our viewers.
W's in the chat, Steve.
Steve from Wichita, Kansas.
Mike
said,
Limbosa.
That's Mike Limbosa.
he said he really wants you to take the rope off of your hat, the white rope.
Yeah, you should take that
Oh.
off.
I don't know, guys. Well, I'm still into it. It's actually-
I don't know.
Okay, closing thoughts on the Twins. It's
yeah, you
funny
start, you
because
Yeah, he said he was going to start, but like that's fine.
oh, I
You wanna
thought
go?
you
you
wanted
go.
us to start so you had
you
time to
go.
think
You
of
go.
other things you wanted
There
to
you
say.
go.
No, I was just gonna quickly just wrap
No,
it
you
up
go.
and be like,
No, you go.
I'm not in total despair. Obviously, it sucks. A lot of my favorite players are gone. Obviously, not just the guys we got this year. Losing Yohan Duran, losing that entrance, just the vibes that all brought is sad. Definitely not super stoked about it, but I think we'll come out of this better. I think it's for the best. It was kind of like a win now situation, and we're not really there. So I have the highest of hopes. Obviously, it sucks with the ownership of the team, but we have a great GM. I really love the coaching staff. I know people kind of shit on Rocco, but any fan base will shit on any coach when a team's not doing well. But I think he's a great leader. I love the team the coaching staff he's built around. Let's not forget the Twins won 100 games the first season he was their coach. And led the league in home runs. So he knows a thing or two, and I think we'll turn it around. But for the rest of the year, I'm going to keep watching. I'm going to keep trying to just get excited about what's around the corner, and hope, guys like we got Rodin who came in, who's one of our new outfielders. I would love to see him start thriving a little more because he's a high draft pick. Is expected to be pretty good. So I'm excited, and Matt Wallner's still Matt Wallner. Like we've got him. I'm happy with where we are right now as far as things go after a fire sale. So that's my final thoughts on the Twins. Best of luck, boys.
Well, I think it's over and we'll never be happy again.
You're off
Talking
the
about sports or
podcast.
just everything in general?
Oh, it's all bad.
Everything's bad.
Not even
true.
sports,
I'm not
just
happy.
life, just
Life.
everything.
The economy,
It all sucks.
politics.
No,
Keep the conversation going. I'll be back.
okay. I don't know, man. Well, I don't know what to say. I'm actually at this point where I have no idea where we're gonna go from here. I really don't. I think you had some good points. So, I don't really have much to piggyback off that, man. It's just like we don't know. Are we going to spend a lot of money on this offseason? Or are the poll ads even open to selling anymore? I don't know
that's
where
not
we're at.
happening.
It's so weird.
Well, maybe it's a Glenn Taylor situation with the Timberwolves where he's like, I'm selling the team. And then he got people and he's like, I actually don't want to sell the team anymore. So who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe something changes.
Could be.
Maybe someone comes along. But, I mean, you can't deny, like, Minnesota is a great place to have sports. So we have great fans and
Yeah.
people who show up. Like, the Timberwolves, as bad as they have always been, like, we're still, you know, obviously we're better now, but, like, top 10 in attendance, we show up. So I would hope someone sees the value in owning a baseball team in Minnesota, a state that produces a lot of baseball players, dude.
This is true. This
And
is very
basketball,
true.
yeah. And hockey.
All right, well, we can skip Cole and move on to.
No. I have feedback, but Cheese, could you talk for 2 seconds
Oh,
so I
God.
can get this thing back?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk for about 2 seconds so that you can get that thing back on.
Perfect.
And we're good.
That thing is back.
Okay,
on.
my final thoughts have changed since we started the podcast because you both were able to share some insight about how the whole baseball experience goes. Initially, it was pretty bleak for me. I'm like, it's just rinse and repeat with this stuff. Like it's exhausting. Feels like the Twins go through this all the time. But you guys brought up some really good points, and I think
Yeah, we did.
you know if what you're saying about our prospecting and our scouting is as good as it is, that would lead you to believe that over the next year or two here, we can develop talent ideally, and then we can, when a good free agent comes on the market, pick up a good free agent, and then hopefully new partnership comes in, we have more dollars to spend. This is all putting on the rose-colored glasses, and that the team can come out and play really well.
You're watching.
But
Disney
I'm with you.
Channel.
Look, you kind of, whether intentionally or unintentionally, kind of ragged the Pollard.
Pollard.
I don't give a shit. They suck
Pollard.
anyway.
Pretentious ass fucking
That,
name. pretentious
that
fucking
they're
family.
focused more on creating the in-game experience and like the fun of it rather than focused on fielding a high quality team. And although that may be true, at least the nice thing is when the team is shit, it still is a fun thing to go to. So
Yeah.
I will still be going to some games this year.
It reminds me of like the
especially-
White Sox being.
I'll probably
They've
still
been
go.
so fucking bad for the last couple of years, but I
You
have
can-
friends who are just like, I love baseball.
Yeah.
I'm going to a game, cheap tickets, whatever. Like
Bro,
the game of
there's
baseball
nothing
is
better
still
than
going to
the
be.
sound of a
Sunny
baseball
summer
game.
day, going
Nothing
and
better.
spending $20 for general
Nosebleeds.
entry tickets, or the Twins this year did like for $80 you could go to as many games as you wanted every month, and Rachel and I did that for 1 month, and it's a ton of fun.
That's sick.
Yeah, dude, they have like it's called
Wait,
the Twins.
what?
They have the Twins Pass.
Oh,
The
I
average
think it was-
ticket is like $80.
It was like $240 for
That's
the whole
crazy
year, and you
style.
could go to any game you wanted, and it's okay.
That, no,
That's my
that's
thought.
seriously so
I'm
dope. because,
laughing
like,
at myself.
that's what you need to do to, I mean, cultivate a fan base, and
spilled on
you know,
myself
the
because
better
of
the
you.
fan base, the better a team can do, just based on times.
You just made me spill.
We haven't
All right.
high-fived yet this episode.
Sorry, hey cheeses.
We
This
have
is
not
how it
high-fived.
feels when you're talking and there's high fives and.
You do a really good job of not getting phased by Clay's
That's true, you
chaos.
do.
Yeah, I
And
gotta
honestly,
say.
I'm really proud of you for that. You should feel proud of yourself.
Trying to stay professional. As I
Nothing but
spilled
professionalism
on my
on
Good
this
chest.
job, Cole.
podcast.
Good job. My parents pay me to hang out with you, or your parents do.
Don't like this, Joe.
My parents pay me to hang out with you, so they can get rid of
okay.
me.
So, I'm wondering.
You want to talk a Viking?
Well, I'm wondering if we
Unless
end.
you're ready.
I wonder if we end on the Vikings and we do literally a 30-second overview of the Wild and the Timberwolves, because there's almost next to nothing to talk about.
Let's just do lightning round all of them. Just
Okay.
Wolves.
Lightning round all of them. Anyone can popcorn, say what they want to say about the Twins.
Okay.
Not the Twins. The Timberwolves or the Wild.
Okay.
Sorry,
go.
I panicked.
I'm really looking forward to Kaprizov signing his contract. And
8 years, baby. Please
I'm
give it
hoping.
to me.
I'm hoping. Other than
Blank
that,
check.
there's really not a whole lot going on that front.
Rossi, what do you think about Rossi?
Yeah, that's right.
Not
We've
a
been
bust.
trying to. We
Not
were
a bust.
looking to make a trade for him, and there were no bites.
He wants like 6 or 7 million a year. He wants Boldy money.
Well, there's
that's a lot for a hockey player.
there's a few things that happen. Yeah, there's a few things that happen there. One, it's going to be hard to sell a team on a player when the whole league knows that you're not in on a player.
Yeah.
Kind of the issue with Billy G kind of putting his cards on the table, being like, I don't know if we're all like we're
Well,
sold
he
by
was
him.
the
He's too
second
small.
highest scoring forward we had due to Kaprizov's injury.
Yeah,
so.
no, for sure.
Next
I
man
think
up.
I do kind of like what he's doing because he is a restricted free agent. So
Yeah.
what would happen is if no team's willing to spend the money that he's looking for or that we're willing to trade him for, and if the Wild aren't willing to give him the offer that he's going for, what happens is a team can offer sheet him, and then all we have to do is match that or pay more, and no team's going to pay
Yeah.
what he's asking for right now anyways.
Yeah.
So I think Billy G is kind of playing hardball.
That
and
makes
he's,
sense.
He's like, hey, we're going to get this as far as it can
Billy
go,
G.
and if a team offers you a certain amount of dollars, then we'll match that.
Last thing,
but
one thing I will say about that is there was like discourse that it had to be like a package deal. Like they were for some reason thinking like, oh, you know, Rossi's not going to sign without Kaprizov signing first, or vice versa, whatever
Sure.
it was. Billy G came out recently and said that's that's bullshit. That's not the case. If we get the deal done on one of them, we're gonna do it. You know, it's not a big deal. Apparently they're not close on either, which is awesome. But I think they'll probably get the Kaprizov deal done before October. I don't know what's going to happen with Rossi. I have no idea. Is he?
Well-
He still has a year left, right?
no.
Oh, he's a free agent.
He's a free agent.
I couldn't
He's a
remember. I'm
restricted
brain
free
farting
agent.
so
He's
hard.
not just on open market. So if a team wants to get him outside of trading with the front office, they would have to offer sheet him. Which how the offer sheets work is essentially
Listen to
then
this
the
guy.
team that owns that player can match the offer or pay more than the offer to keep the player.
Yeah.
And so I think
Got
that's
it.
what Billy G's doing. He's
Yeah.
like, you're asking for an amount that we won't pay, and he's feeling confident enough that no other team would pay it. The way that it would backfire is some team offer sheets him like $1 million more than what he's asking for right now with the contract, and then we're kind of fucked. And at that point, that's actually probably where we let him go, which would
take him,
suck.
yeah.
I think he's worth keeping around. I think it's one of those things where it's like he's always going to be a talented player, and if he ends up, push comes to shove, and he's not big enough or physical enough for the grit that you're trying to create with your team, you can still get $1 for him. I don't think he'll ever not be as good as he's been playing. And then the thing about Kaprizov is the only reason that isn't done is because he's in Russia. They're not going to try and close this deal while he's they're going to wait.
That
They're
makes
going to
sense.
have him come back home, and once he's home, it'll be closed. There's no way he goes anywhere else.
No.
We will offer him. That is a situation where we will offer him the most dollars, the best term of any possible team in the league.
Zero
period.
chance.
There's no
we
way.
Dude,
There's
he's
no
the
way, no.
best Wild player in history already. I put
Yeah.
him over Gabrick easily. I mean, he has a chance. Actually, he probably, if he stays
better
healthy,
than Mike Limboza,
will.
though.
He not better. Yeah, you're right. He will not. He will pass Gabrick's records this year.
Yeah, well, and people,
So-
people were doing like the like ESPN and NHL. They all did like their top 20 wingers and all that.
Number three.
He was
allowed to say
typically
that?
he was say what, like say ESPN and stuff. I don't know
that was, dude. That was close, man.
what.
Nothing. Let's move on. Keep going.
He was typically like 6th or 7th on the rankings. And the primary reason that he isn't higher on the rankings is because he hasn't played consistently full healthy seasons.
Yeah.
And if he does, then his numbers are going to be better than all. But if you actually look at his points per game average, he's typically ahead of most of the guys that are above him, probably outside of Kucherov, because Kucherov is the best winger in the league.
Just so fucking
So
good.
But yeah. Anyways,
He's
that's
not
my 2
better than
cents.
Tage Thompson, who's a center, but just
Yeah,
kidding.
different
Okay,
players.
I'm
popcorn.
choking. I love Tage.
Popcorn.
So that was about
Timberwolves.
30, that was about 30
Scott-
seconds, right?
The schedule got released.
that was
Well,
about
hey,
30
that's the
seconds.
one thing that I know a lot about and that I like. Schedule got released for the
Because
Timberwolves.
you were like, we'll do quick one, 30 seconds. But I love
Yeah.
everything you said. I'm not mad about it.
All
I
right,
just thought it was
Timberwolves,
funny.
30 seconds. Go, Cheese, go.
Jeez, 82, 81? How many games have
82
this
games.
year? 82.
Regular season.
82 games. We're going through the predictions. Each game, go.
Oh, shit.
Week
That
one.
would actually be fun for me.
That would be. That'd be a whole podcast.
Okay, I'll keep mine short.
You can do it on your own. You can do a video.
I'm really excited about Yoann Berger, our 17th pick in this year's draft. Absolute athletes, gigantic. Probably our future center if all things go right. And he's going to be getting molded by one of the best defenders of all time in Rudy Gobert.
Rudy 2.0.
So I'm just excited to see how he develops, and then also really excited to see what TJ and Rob do this year. Very excited.
Nice.
Popcorn Clay.
Nice. I think they're going to be good this year. Cole?
Who?
Who?
Yep.
Oh,
Yes.
I don't know. What are we talking about?
Yes.
Yes. I also
This
think
person's
that.
definitely gotten themselves into a predicament.
I think it's going to be one of the seasons of all time.
Yeah, he doesn't even get us, man.
No,
It's
definitely
going to
not.
be one of the seasons of all time, for sure.
All right. Vikings.
Vikings.
All right, now we're talking for real.
How you guys feeling about the preseason thus far?
I don't care. Honestly, I hate the discourse on training camps. Like, oh, J.J. McCarthy's thrown for 4 touchdowns in training camp. That's a training camp record. Like, I don't... you know what I'm talking about. It's just ridiculous. And then the next day, oh, he was so inaccurate. This season's over. Sell the fucking team.
Probably,
I
it's
agree.
probably just a encouraging indication of just
I
how
know.
excited people are
Yeah,
about
that's true.
football being back, right? Like
Yeah.
preseason really has no weight outside of the internal organization. Like for the players and the coaching staff, getting the repetitions and the practice for play calling and all that kind of stuff is invaluable.
I just,
but from a fan perspective, you can't put any weight into it. But
Cole,
people are
this is-
just so eager. So like people are like being like, "Oh my God, we beat them in the joint practice."
This is my 30-second popcorn. So, please.
We're not doing that. That was
refrain
only
from-
for the Wild and for the Timberwolves. Now we can talk as much as we
Vikings
want.
are still part of this.
Cole, get under the blanket.
Yeah, get on the blanket.
Get under the fucking blanket right now. Yeah.
All right, so
Get in the engine shaft.
sounds good.
Fix that boiler.
Wait,
Get
I
in the
want to
boiler
say
room.
something about the preseason. We obviously, all three of us just watched that preseason game against
Yeah.
the Patriots that just happened. And obviously, it's not the same caliber of football we're going to be watching in a couple weeks. But yeah, it was
Absolutely not. It's not
It
the
was
same
cool. It was cool just like sitting down and watching the ball get kicked off at noon and watching our boys play. And they had, of course,
There's nothing better than that.
Kevin O'Connell on the mic for the whole third quarter. And they had
That was a
Jonathan
lot of fun.
Bernard.
Very cool.
It was cool. I love.
I enjoyed that.
I love the preseason because it is just like it's like a month-long hype trip. So I'm pumped for football, man. I'm so pumped. I'm ready to throw my
can't-
jersey
Dude,
on.
I
too.
genuinely cannot wait.
Have some nice fall weather to watch games outside at bars. So
Can't wait for
Oh,
Kate
yeah.
to get us into
Over
some
by
games
the
and-
over by the apartment too. Even preseason's got a lot of energy. People walking and stuff, and all that. So
I'll
Hey,
maybe
I
I'll
will
try to come
say-
out for a game this year.
Oh, you absolutely
you have
should.
you have
try.
to, man.
You have
I'll
to.
host everyone. We'll do a little shindig up at the apartment. We'll,
That'd be
we'll
tight.
do a pod up there.
Yeah.
We'll do an in-person pod with
Yeah.
cheese. That would be fun.
We're planning this right
Finally,
now.
great,
yeah.
man.
I mean, we've had opportunities, but never one like
No.
this. This is unprecedented.
We've actually never met in person.
No, yeah, that's true.
Ever.
I will say, man, the one thing that's got me kind of excited, and again, try not to put too much weight into
The preseason.
the good or the bad in terms of performance of players in preseason, because it goes both ways, right? If someone plays bad, it's like it's preseason, and if someone plays well, you're like it's second and third strings and it's preseason, right? But Max looked good on that final drive, man.
The last minute and 20
and
seconds.
He had some
that
nice throws.
that
dimes.
second to last throw when it was 6 seconds left,
yeah.
left, and then it became 3. The
Christ
guy
did
dropped it.
thread the
And
needle.
you have to imagine that Hawkinson, Jets, or Addison
Addison.
would have caught that,
Dude,
right?
Jalen Naylor would have caught that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Johnny Munt would have caught that, bro.
yeah.
Well, and I was telling Clay too. What really impressed
best
me
tight
is
end
like
of all time, dude.
I
Don't
feel
make fun
like
of him.
a lot of and obviously it comes down to the play calling, right? Like the quarterback's gonna throw on the routes, but what I really liked is that's kind of a bold throw, throwing down the middle in multiple coverage, instead of like doing like a little, a little fade to like the corners of the end zone. I really liked that he had the confidence to throw that ball, and it was a good ball.
It was just fun in real time watching him on it was 4th and 17. He was like, you know what? I am not gonna be a fucking insurance salesman. Dude,
It was actually that was a funny interaction. I looked at Clay and I'm like, dude, these are the things that are valuable in preseason. 4th and 17, there's not much to lose, but what there is to gain is if you're a backup quarterback, you want to show the head coach that you can make plays happen, and he did. And I'm like, it increases your stock. And then Clay looked at me and he's like, he's determined to make sure he's not an insurance salesman. And I'm like, that's a good bit. It's a good bit. I'm like, I like that. But no, it's just KOC, and I didn't know this, but you told me he went to the pro day at the U of M because he's like, well, I live here, so why not? And then he saw Bosner, and he's like, this guy's killing it. He's like, this is good, and he brought him in. It's
I
exciting.
think the front office of the Gophers were also in contact with the front office of the Vikings during
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure it's
Like,
it's
they
not
had
as simple
their
as what
eyes
I
on
made it
them
out
for
to
sure.
be.
Like,
Yeah,
no,
Max Bosner, dude. It's exciting
think
stuff.
sauce.
I mean,
Look
obviously
better
it's a
than
crazy
Howell. Oh
conversation
my
to have.
gosh.
Yeah, Howell's Howell.
He
I
just
think,
I
I think Ripien
I was-
will probably go, and we'll keep.
No, you go. No, you go.
And
No,
we'll
you
keep
go.
Sam Howell.
You
Sam
will
Howell's
go.
fine. Sam Howell's fine. Also,
He's fine.
well,
He also has NFL or starting experience, so
yeah, and
That's
the
smart.
Patriots came out with their ones on offense and defense to start the game, which we didn't. We had our second stringers to start the game, so he was going up against some good defenders and
some
also
dogs.
Yeah, and I mean it's a preseason game, so like the coaches are just going for broke,
Dude,
right?
Vrabel is going to turn that team into something special, I think. That's an interesting group of
Pats
guys.
looked
Lord
like they
Commander.
were.
Pats
They
fans
look
should
like they
rejoice.
had
Shout out
energy,
Zach
man,
Fremont.
which is
Shout
encouraging
out
for
Andrew
a team to
Trezeguet.
see their backups do that. But yeah, I had mentioned to you, man. I'm always happy to be proven wrong when I'm down bad on like our own players for our Minnesota teams. But dude, Sam Howell he does not pass the eye test for me. He is like the most basic.
He's not hot enough.
No, like the most basic, run-of-the-mill, standard playing quarterback I feel like I've ever seen. Like, there's no X factor plays that I've ever seen him make. He when he has a good drive, it's because he's making calculated, like, I know how this play is supposed to go, and I'm just throwing it because that's where I'm supposed to throw
Bro,
it. Plays.
You did not
Like,
watch him on the Cummies, then, man. He was kind of a dog.
He was?
Commander.
Okay, well then,
Yeah.
unfortunately, then maybe the Vikings breed mediocrity with quarterbacks at times then, because dude has just not looked good for me. So
Yeah, for those
I
who
don't-
don't know
maybe a
what
hot
Clay
take.
meant, it was he's talking about the Commanders. I know what you
But
mean.
no,
I don't want to spend too much.
I do know what you mean.
I don't want to spend too much time talking about backup quarterbacks, though.
Okay, are you ready, by the way?
Yeah, I have a thing. I mean, unless
Yeah,
you
we
guys
can do
got
that.
more
What's the
Viking
thing?
stuff to say.
no,
All-
I kind
all
of
we got-
I kind of wanted to spend some more time talking about backup quarterbacks.
Yeah. Should we do that?
Who's gonna be the practice QB? Who's gonna be the practice team QB? Yeah.
So, last thing I'll say
Okay.
about that really quick.
Yeah.
No, you go. No, I'll go.
Yeah. I'll go. You go.
Last thing I'll say is I do think it's an interesting choice to have Addison out there in preseason with JJ like the first week, because if, especially in what?
I'm sorry. While you were talking, I clicked.
Oh, okay, you're fine.
Just to
Don't do
mess
that.
with you. Sorry, keep
Training
going.
camp, they're syncing very well. Dude, that JJ to Addison, I don't know, something special there, but it sucks that he's going to be out for the first 3 weeks, so we'll see what happens. Maybe Ty Felton will come in. Something will be dirty there. I'm just excited to see JJ to JJ. That's going to be something that we all...
Rest in peace,
JJ.
Rondell Moore, by the way.
yeah, Rondell
Yeah,
Moore.
I'm excited to just see how we develop. I'm excited to see the stacked roster with a rookie quarterback. I think it could be cool.
Yeah,
All
for
right.
sure.
There you go.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
All right, give us it.
It's time for Cheddar Pot 20 questions. Okay, so you know the rules of the game.
It's time.
It's 20 questions. We've all played it. The subject is a person, a place, or a thing that is involved in Minnesota sports. Let's just get into it, boys. Let me hear the first question.
Is it a person?
Yes. Damn, he got me. Yeah, it's a person.
Is it...
Pack it up. It's over. You go. I don't want to take all the questions, or I can rip them if you're thinking.
Is it Oprah? No, that's not a question. That's
No.
not a question. That's not a question. I was just doing a bit. Okay.
Terrible question. So glad
How
it's a
do
bit.
So do we?
Glad it's a bit. Terrible question.
Is it
Is
a
this person?
current sports player of a Minnesota sports team?
It is.
Okay.
Is this sports player on a that's currently playing for a Minnesota sports team?
Does it have a round ball?
No. Is it one of the major four men's sports?
It is not.
Oh.
Is it a women's sports team for Minnesota?
Yes, it is.
Well, I'm sorry, but you might have to carry me.
It could be one of the men's cheerleaders.
I'm just kidding. We didn't get to talk about
One of
that.
Kate's coworkers.
No, there's the.
People need to chill the fuck out,
How
bro.
dare
That's all I'm
a
saying.
man be feminine in this
Like,
day and
what the
age?
fuck is wrong with people, dude?
Jeez, I was.
It's making all the other cheerleaders uncomfortable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez,
No.
we were looking at some of the Instagram comments
Oh my God,
earlier,
bro.
and one of the ones that cracked me up is the guy. One guy was like, he's like, "Really, Vikings? This is what's gonna make me stop following you." And then someone commented on it. He's like, "They're like, really? Not like the?" And they started
Yeah.
listing off all the horrible Minnesota
Blair
Vikings
Walsh,
sports moments. They're like,
Schnott,
all the
Gary
missed kicks,
Anderson.
the 2017 Eagles game,
Sex
like, and
boat.
I'm just like. I'm like, yeah, that's a really good point. I'm like, this is the straw that broke the camel's back. This
sounds
and not,
good, buddy.
Everyone
Anyway,
is so
sorry.
fucking fragile. It's crazy. It's funny, like liberals get pegged as like the snowflakes and shit. It's like
Yeah.
it's always the right that's getting so mad about shit. We don't need to go there, but it is
Yeah,
just
no,
one
we
of
don't
the
need to go
weirdest.
This is
It
now a
was-
politics podcast.
it was
Hey,
such
thanks
like
for
a-
joining, guys.
It was such a like totally unexpected thing that has caused so much controversy.
I don't understand it because there's been male cheerleaders in the NFL.
It's because
for
he's
quite
really
some time.
feminine. It's simply because he's feminine. Because yes, we've had male cheerleaders, but they're always like jacked, right? Like this guy's
Yeah.
not. So apparently,
Oh,
it's
because he's
bad.
cute as shit.
Well,
Like,
that's-
Because
what
he's
I had
so
mentioned to
adorable
you.
and charming.
Well, I had told Clay that there's been guy cheerleaders before, but
Yeah.
they're typically the guys that'll like lift up the girl for like
Yeah.
doing the flips and all
That's
that.
what,
Anyway,
that's what I'm
we
saying.
don't need to
They're
talk
always-
about this
Wait,
anymore.
you
I'm
made
just-
the point. We don't want
it's
to get
just
political
funny
about
seeing
it.
my
but,
sister in the videos that people are posting saying this is disgusting.
and your sister's in the back going,
She's literally like, everyone's like, the vibe of the
happy.
video is great. It's a great video. Everyone's super excited, and now people are mad
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that. How, God forbid.
Anyway,
God
Cheese,
forbid people
Cheese,
be
you
happy.
would be a good
Skull
cheerleader.
Country, chill the fuck out, let people do what they want to do.
Cheese, you would be
anyway.
a really good cheerleader.
Thanks.
You have the chops. I think you.
I would love to hang out with
Let's see,
cheerleaders. Oh my God.
let's see your snapback. Can you do a snapback for me, quick?
Okay, so
we can cut
so
this
he
part out of
said-
here.
He said, "This is." So he said it's not one
pretty
of the
good.
major four.
It's not.
It's
no,
a
it's
women's
it's
sport.
it's a women's
Yeah.
sports
Oh.
team for.
You guys
for,
asked 4
is-
questions. Yeah.
Is it the Lynx?
Oh wait, no. Oh, don't.
That's a good question. Do you want to ask it?
Yeah,
Why are
yeah.
you?
Yes.
You should ask if it's a round ball.
Yes, it is the Lynx.
Is it? Is it a round? Is it a
No,
round
don't
ball?
ask that, no, because you
No, I'm
already know it's
asking
the
that
Lynx.
because you demanded
No,
I
it's too
ask that.
late,
Is it
too
a
late.
round ball, Cheese?
I love this game. Well, we've already clarified it's a person, so no, it's not a round
Okay.
ball.
Do you know a little Lynx player?
We might be in trouble, Cheese. I'm so sorry.
Should have done your homework.
Ladies, we love you. You're fantastic. You are the most successful Minnesota sports team, and I'm so sorry that I can't think of
It's true.
Not
any
one.
of the player to. No, I can't.
Literally the best
can't
player in the
personally.
W is on our team.
That's
Is
amazing.
it the one that just got traded over here?
Wait, Caitlin Clark?
Dejanay Carrington? No. She is really good though.
Am I allowed to
You're
use
getting
Google?
you're getting closer.
Can I use Google? Because I won't know anything
You're
other.
just gonna
I feel
list
so
off
bad,
each one.
dude.
Well, I mean, you have asked 6 questions, so do what you want.
Hold on.
This is actually
like
a prank I
I-
set up to make everyone realize that Cole and
Yeah,
Clay
that we're
hate women.
misogynist as fuck.
How no?
And
How
basketball.
so? I
I'm joking,
I
I'm
totally
joking.
support the team. I think
Okay,
it's great. I love
here's
it.
the thing. I didn't start watching the Timberwolves until about 3 years ago, probably-ish, like paying full attention. I've been a huge hockey fan for a long time. So
Yeah.
when the Frost started, that's why. I'll be
Yeah, I
like
could
year
use
one
some
immediately.
Frost players and
dude,
stuff,
I could
but,
list off like fucking 10 right now.
Is
but-
Courtney Williams the player that you were referring to that's the best in the WNBA right now?
That is not who I'm referring to.
Who is the?
I didn't
Oh, is it
say-
Carrington?
I didn't
Carrington is the best in the WNBA.
No, she's the one we just traded for.
How many questions is that?
Nafisa.
This is the worst
No.
one
This
yet.
is outside of it.
No,
You
these are
said we
questions.
have
I'm
one.
counting all of them.
Nafisa Collier.
Is
Collier.
Is that your guess?
Yeah, is that the
The
person?
answer is Nafisa Collier. Yep. All
Yeah.
you needed to do was read off the roster. That's crazy.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't want to read off.
Yeah,
the...
Nafisa Collier, the Minnesota Lynx best player and arguably the best
God
player in the
damn it.
W. She's gonna win the
Rookie
MVP
of the year
this
and-
year. Yeah, she's out of UConn. She's incredible. 98 rating in NBA 2K.
You
She's
know
and so
full
she-
well that you are the only person out of all of us that is like devoted to the Lynx. You can't do that.
No, that's okay. No, it's good. No, but this is good because
We're
we
learning,
we
we're
want to
learning.
we want to
Sorry, I
feature
found your blind
moments
spot,
like this.
dummy.
No, hey, fair play, cheese, fair play. Wait,
I was
I'm
at least
actually.
like, I'm gonna pick the most
Stop being
obvious
nice to him.
one. I wanted to do Courtney
No, for
Williams.
sure.
So you almost
See,
know. But
see,
did
I
Nafisa.
recognize
do
her.
know
So,
that.
are you saying
the
that
stud
Nafisa
buds.
is Nafisa considered the best player in the WNBA right now?
Yep.
That's
No,
awesome.
She's gonna win the MVP by a wide margin, and the Lynx are the best team in the league by a wide margin. Like,
Yeah, I know that they've been playing very well.
oh yeah, we lost like 7 games this year,
Yeah, I want to look
and
at
they
the
play like
standings
they
here.
play like 40ish.
Dude, K-Fan broadcasts all their games. I'll be listening, man.
Yeah.
Like every time I'm like leaving work or some shit, it'll just be on. So
Bro,
I should
28
realize
play
it's
great
more.
ball.
28-5.
We've only lost
To
5.
put that in perspective, the next best team is the
Liberty.
Atlanta Dream.
The Dream
and
are
they're
second?
they're 21-12. The Liberty is 21-13, but we are
Yeah, because we beat them like
Wow.
3 times in the last month. Liberty suck.
Dude.
Your championship was
Bro,
stolen.
shout out the Lynx, shout out the Frost.
Sorry,
y'all
the
are
Lynx
carrying
Bro,
championship was stolen by
let's go to
Liberty.
some Lynx games. Let's
No,
go to
no,
some
that
Lynx
sounds
games
fun.
so that the next time we play 21 questions, we don't look like schmucks.
Dude, we were trying to go to a Frost game this year too. I don't know why we did.
Oh, I almost did, but we were coming back from Rachel's cabin, and we would have had to drive straight to the X.
Excuses, yeah,
the
no,
Grand
yeah,
Casino.
Oh, yeah, the G
the
spot.
Beano, the G spot. But
Alright.
no.
Shall we wrap it up then, boys?
No, hey, cheese. Good one. I like that.
Thanks, man.
And it's also stirred me up. I didn't realize they were playing so well. I want to go watch them play some ball, man.
If
I'm gonna
I
go to some.
lived there, you guys, I would go to a game because they play such fun ball, man. Like you'll have a great
Well,
time.
Rachel and I can walk there. I'm telling you what. Let me look at their next game. I'll be boots on
Absolutely.
the ground and I'll report. Let's see right now. Games. When do they play next? They play Tuesday.
Yeah, there's only like 10 games or so left, I think. So get in there while the getting's good. It's almost playoff time.
All right.
Yeah.
Rachel and I are gonna go to the Lynx Liberty game on Tuesday, August 19th. I'll tell you how it goes.
Oh, we got the
I'm
Liberty
gonna buy.
again. Jesus. Okay. That'll be a really
Yeah.
good game. That was the WNBA Finals last year. So
Didn't we just play them
Yesterday?
last month? Or was that here?
we've played the
yesterday
Liberty
as
like
well.
3 times this month already.
Damn.
It's wild, but we keep beating them. So. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
well,
wrap it
didn't
up.
All right.
then.
we lose to them last year
Yeah.
in the championship?
Yes.
Okay, so I know what's going
And
on.
it was
I bet you didn't know that.
Dude, you know more than I do. That's awesome.
Yep.
we lost to them in Game 5. It's only a
Smarter than
5-game series, and it was like some really questionable calls down the stretch, and it kind of fucked the Lynx.
Awesome.
So they're on a revenge tour right now, and it's working. But yeah, also getting Dejanay Carrington from the Wings. We're fucking stacked right now. The roster's stacked. So
Yeah.
So that's a good
Clearly
note to
by
go
the
on.
standings. So
Yeah, we started this episode with the doom and gloom of the Twins, and we're ending with how excited
Yep.
we are about the Minnesota Lynx. So
Oh,
Yeah, they're
also,
killing it,
I
man.
won the first
Good for
round
them.
of my cornhole tournament at work, so
that's awesome, man. Good job.
pretty fucking sick.
Everyone leave a comment down below and say good job, Clay.
wow.
Good job.
Everyone leave a comment down
Actually, good
below
job, Mike, 'cause he
noting how
carried my
Clay
ass.
most likely got carried by his partner in the cornhole
Absolutely
tournament.
did, and that is
And-
not a lie.
Yeah.
I got carried.
There you
hard,
go.
bro.
So don't say good job, Clay. Say good job
no.
being carried, Clay.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Everyone
well,
say good job, Mike.
My headphones just died, so that's probably why I sound different. But I need to wrap
Perfect.
this up.
Perfect time to wrap it up.
Yeah,
All right, brother.
Perfect. All right, can't
My
wait to
headphones
get
are
away
done.
from you. Bye.
Okay, thank you guys for joining us on Cheddar Pod
Ba-ba-da-ba.
Podcasting, number one
That was fun.
ethical Minnesota sports
Ba-ba-da-ba.
takes.
Minnesota sports
That's
takes.
Clay. That's Cole. We'll see you
I'm
next
Cole.
time. Bye.
Love you.
Ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba.
Sorry about that. They literally